Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try. Let's make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be. Come on and let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we're still young. Let's fall in love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome to The Musician Speaks. I'm Jade Leonard, your host for the show. And I have with me the unbelievably and incredibly talented Doug de Vries on guitar. Doug is probably best known as a Brazilian guitarist here in Australia, although not from Brazil.
No.
I believe. No. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Where are you from?
Williamstown.
Williamstown. The Brazilian guitarist from Williamstown. For now, we're going to play you a wonderful classic Brazilian tune called Corcovado. This is one of the first tunes that I learnt in Portuguese, so hopefully it's not too rusty.
Tio final, esse amor uma coçal pra fazer feliz a quem se ama. Monta carne pra pensar e tem tempo pra sonhar. Da janela ver-se o Corcovado. Orende toque lindo, que a vida é sempre assim, com você perto de mim até o apagado velha chama. E eu que era triste, descrente desse mundo, ao encontrar você o conheci. O que é felicidade é o amor. Quiet nights of quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet walks by quiet streams, quiet talks and quiet dreams, and a window that looks out on Corcovado. How lovely! This is where I want to be, right here with you, so close to me until the final flicker of my life's ember. It's you, my love. E eu que era triste, descrente longe deste mundo. Ao encontrar você, eu conheci o que é felicidade, meu amor.
Yummy. Oh, wow. So wonderful. What a treat. What an incredible, incredible treat to have such a talent to listen to and, you know, to share with us. So Doug is now going to play for us a tune. Now blink and you'll miss this song. So really keep your eyes open and attuned to this. This is an incredible original that Doug wrote called Hummingbird. I know. So I'm back with the Musician Speaks with Doug de Vries, and welcome to my garden setting. It's quite lovely
beautiful.
here,
It's
isn't
lovely.
it? And
I really like it.
I have a Pimm's. Can I offer you a
Pimm's,
glass of
indeed.
Pimm's? Yeah,
Indeed.
I think so. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
It reminds me of Williamstown.
Williamstown.
It's a name that stuck in my memory.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Seemed like a grown-up thing to do.
So I've got a few questions. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Go ahead.
So we all know that the name Doug de Vries is synonymous with Brazilian guitar in this country. And what I want to know is, how did that happen? So how does a boy from Williamstown
Exactly.
End up this exponent of Brazilian guitar? What went on?
It's been going on for a long time, to be honest, because people thought of me as a jazz musician who made a sudden sort of change or a reinvention of myself, but it's been there pretty much bubbling along since I was a teenager. I heard the great Baden Powell. I'd studied classical guitar and I'd studied jazz guitar, and I was getting quite serious. I loved guitar ever since I was 8 years old.
What was it about that music when you listened to Brazilian guitar music as opposed to all the myriad other styles?
It kind of filled in all of the missing information that I was learning. It seemed like to bridge that divide between classical music or classical guitar, which is very beautiful, and all the popular styles of guitar playing, which I also loved. You know, as a red-blooded boy growing up in Williamstown, played my rock and roll and my heavy rock and metal, and Brazilian guitar it seems to bridge it very well. The popular and the classical, and it's the perfect sort of melding of the two disciplines, if you like. The thing that got me was it had an immediacy that I recognised when you touch the guitars. Ever since I was little, you remember that feel of the strings and the vibration. And in Brazilian guitar, it's so much more immediate. Even though I like electric guitar and I like steel string guitar and jazz guitar, but that was the thing that it must have. I just kept coming back to.
Yeah. The nylon string acoustic sound.
Yeah, just that really natural, raw sound and an intimate sound that you know. Like when I took the guitar home, to bed. When I was first starting.
Oh, look, this is getting a bit personal now.
Yeah.
But tell us more.
I did.
We all want to know.
I mean, I've read lots of interviews with guitar players. They take it to the toilet, and that's even more so.
I heard a little while back that you set yourself a challenge, I think. I'm not sure. I want to know more about this. To compose a song a day for a year. Am I right?
I did. I fell short by 6 months.
Okay, so you composed
I did set out
Yep.
January 1, 2006. I started.
And what was that? Tell me about what drove that.
There's a friend of mine in Brazil. He's kind of like my mentor. He's a famous choral and samba musician, guitarist, and he does it every 4 years. He does this very thing. He does an annuario, he calls it. So there's a piece of music per day.
That's phenomenal.
And
that's a phenomenal amount of work to pump out every single day. For what? What's the purpose?
Well, it's really good practice. It's certainly it hones your skills. You find what's in you when you have to face up every morning. It's like the old Woody Allen maxim. The secret to success is keep showing up. So I kept showing up to the to the breakfast table.
You compose at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
I know every human, even whatever they're most famous for, there's many things that go on behind what we see, and what's on your website.
Yes, that's
that
right.
kind of thing.
Yes.
So I'd love to know about what some of your passions are at the moment, when you're away from your guitar. What takes up your time?
You probably don't want to hear this, but I'm a cricket tragic. I
wow,
absolutely
really?
love cricket. I will watch full test matches. They're 30 hours.
I have no idea about cricket. You've just
cricket is
you've
a
taking this interview to a whole other world I don't know anything about.
5 times
Take it
6
away,
hours. Yeah. But it's coincidentally it was where I did a lot of my practice in front of the television watching cricket. It's a 6-hour day. There's 6 hours of practice.
That's in there in your playing. So somehow I'm sort of connected to cricket in a way that I'm comfortable with. Actually, I think it's kind of nice.
It can be a very useful musical tool. I love eating good food. Goodness me, isn't that hard to find though sometimes?
I don't have any trouble. Tell me, in that, are there any secret hidden talents that we might not know about? Mr. Dr. Vries, Brazilian guitarist?
I have got a banjo.
Really?
Yeah. I've got a probationary license for it, but
do you ever do a bit of Kermit the Frog on the log?
I love all that Americana banjo stuff. It's terrific. I play in a very old-fashioned style, Appalachian, old-time mountain banjo. One day I'll retire and I'll actually get back to the banjo seriously. So.
That's where your future lies.
Yeah.
The banjo. Can I convince you to play us a song?
Yeah.
Would you like a song on the banjo? Yeah. I think that's done.
I just happen to have one.
Oh, the miracles of television. Thank you so much, Dr. Vries.
fogueira de São João. Eu perguntei a Deus do céu, ai, pra que tamanha judiação? Eu perguntei a Deus do céu, ai, pra que tamanha judiação? I got all the way to the end and I died on the beach. This is a Brazilian saying. I got to the very end and I swam all the way to shore, but I died on the sand. On the sand.
Wow. Just a little bit of genius, hey? So thank you so much for being a guest on The Musician Speaks with me. It's such a pleasure to have you on, and for me to sing with you, and I know for everybody watching at home and intergalactically, and also for all of us here at the Maven Room. Thank you. If you want to find out more information about The Musician Speaks, just head to themusicianspeaks.com, or we've got a Facebook and Twitter page as well, so stalk away, and we'd love to have a chat to you or see you here sometime soon. To finish the show today, Doug and I would like to play for you a song that we recorded a few years back, and we think you'll know it, so it needs no introduction.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. While the sun is bright or in the darkest night, no one knows. She comes and goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you. Don't question why she needs to be so free. She'll tell you it's the only way to be. She just can't be chained to a life where nothing's gained and nothing's lost. At such a cost. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you.
Thank you. Thank you.